because now the idea of you building your franchise, your first franchise, taking it to the pinnacle became, now we're just trying to chase Jordan for rings. And him leaving Cleveland and going to Miami, chasing the ring, changed the way the young cats believe in their position in basketball, right? When you, and don't get me wrong, I believe that the players should be empowered. I believe that they should have that ability to change the game. They are the face. They're the ones doing it. And the Pat Rileys of the world in Miami, not with the Lakers, like some of those things needed to change. And we're happy about that change. I am. But it also has gotten worse because it's about them and not the team, right? It's become convoluted. What is it? Who is it, right? Is it, so love LeBron James, but LeBron James is about LeBron James. And I don't have a problem with that, right? KD is about KD, and I don't have a problem with that, right? Steph is about Steph. I don't have a problem with that. But when you see the ticket prices go from this number to that number, and people are paying for it, and now you're load management. Load management is literally the destructor of the NBA, because we have everything available to these players to stay healthy. Everything available.
He's right.
Better technicians, the techniques, the equipment,
more coaches,
the understanding, the knowledge, all of it's there, and yet a player can't make it through the season? Then you're not doing your job. And what I mean by that is they're not taking care of themselves throughout the year.
Guys, Michael Cooper, Byron Scott, they're my guy. They're on his podcast. They had my guy Alfonso, a.k.a. Carlton Banks, on the podcast, talking about how LeBron changed it, and he gave this whole narrative about how Michael Jordan and how all the stories. Alfonso, I'm talking directly to you. You know, you my guy. We had some great times, man. NSYNC charity game back in the early 2000s, fun, but I'm going to teach you some basketball. People forget that Shaq left Penny, left Orlando, and went to L.A. Oh, you're going to leave the small market to go to the big market? And then all of a sudden, then Phil Jackson magically appears. Phil Jackson jumped ship and was like, you know what? I'm going to jump over here because I see these studs. So now they win 3 championships. And so for people to say that it was chasing rings and LeBron left the original team that he was drafted, people forget that Grant Hill and T-Mac teamed up in Orlando. And if not for Doc Rivers it up, Tim Duncan would have been there. It's true.
Tim Duncan was on the way. That's a true story.
It is very true.
That's true.
Tim Duncan is like my big brother. I love him to death.
Yep.
And I remember asking him questions. He goes, once Doc Rivers literally said, "Hey, look, we're gonna get it done with or without you." And Tim was like, "Oh, excuse me." The fact that Tim Duncan, Grant Hill, and T-Mac, and if not for Grant Hill's ankle injury, Grant Hill was a top 5 player in the league when he left Detroit to go to Orlando. And T-Mac left Toronto. They were literally doing a big 3 in 2003. They were doing that. So now all of a sudden NBA fans forget, and all the people that want to be narrative driven are like, LeBron ruined the NBA. It's simple. You haven't followed the history of the game. Shaq left Orlando and Penny and a finals team to come to LA because he wanted to do movies. But nobody talks about him ring chasing. He won his 3 championships in LA. So when you talk about discrediting Bron, 100%. And that's what it is. People are going to do that when people want to be negative about how he approached the game. Go back. All the stuff. We see it on social media. Go back and compare his 8 years with Shea's 8 years. Go back and compare his 8 years with Jokic's 8 years. 1 conference finals, 1 championship. Obviously, he was one of the higher vote getters for MVP, but he didn't qualify. But if you go look at the success he had during his tenure with LA.
You're talking about Bron's?
Bron.
He had 2 conference finals.
No, I'm talking about MVP. But I'm saying his stretch of 8 years was on par with Shai's years. Shai's going to get a statue in OKC.
Right.
It's on par with Jokic. But somehow in LA, people are like, they glad that he's gone. Did you all forget what it looked like before he got there?
It was
boo-boo.
It was
horrible.
boo-boo.
Yeah.
And so that's, to me, when I start to see all these people, especially
Y'all
Lakers,
starting center with Robert
and LA
Sacre.
people.
Yeah.
God rest Kobe's soul. God rest Kobe's soul. A lot of people did, like, on the heels of Kobe's passing and LeBron, they did not want that spotlight shared in LA.
Right.
And there are Laker fans, and then there's Kobe fans.
Right.
There's LeBron fans, and then there's Laker fans. And that's where the clash, in my opinion. The Kobe fans wanted nothing to do with Bron being in LA wearing that purple and gold because Kobe was their guy. Laker fans were like, hey, but people were miserable the whole time because there was a comparison to Kobe, and that part they missed out on so much good basketball. Right. And the dude he literally kept the all-time leading scorer title in LA. Kareem, that was one of the Lakers' big things. Kept it in LA. And like, blah, blah, blah. It's been sad to watch, and I'm glad he's fucking gone. And I promise you, LA, y'all are in for an interesting 5 fucking years.
But for now, we remain on LeBron watch to see when James will announce which team he will be suiting up for in season number 24. While LeBron's looking to join a team that he can win with, his agent Rich Paul says he's not making his decision based off chasing a ring. Take a listen to what Rich Paul had to say.
I think when you have a player like him, he unlocks something on one of all 30 teams. No roster, no organization is guaranteed to win a championship, but you do want to be competitive. You do want to have an opportunity come late April and early May to compete at a high level and give yourself the best chance of winning. He's not chasing the ring. You hear these things like, why do we have to chase? He got 4. There's nothing to chase. He's not chasing the ghosts or anything like that.
Perk and Vince back with us. Perk, what's your reaction to what Rich Paul had to say?
He lying to me. And LeBron is chasing the ring. And it's okay. It's okay. Listen, he's trying to see what is the best fit for us. One, he could get his farewell tour and end his career the right way, but he also want a chance to compete to try to win another championship, and that's okay. I think it's a lot of teams, and I think he's doing the right thing by being patient and seeing what these teams are going to do, what kind of moves are they going to make sure that he's picking and making the right decision. But I don't believe that. Rich Paul can say what he wants. I love Rich Paul. He's a good friend of mine, but at the end of the day, if we're going to speak facts over feelings, there's nowhere in hell we can sit on here on national television and say that LeBron James is not trying to compete or go get another championship before he retires.